Ergo Proxy, I've never watched. I know scenes from it. I know it's supposed to be really interesting. It looks good. You should watch Cowboy Bebop and Trigun while you're at it if you've never seen any of them, the old school classics. Also, this month you operate from a temporary encampment, so the available facilities are limited. You can head out to the battlefield by approaching the temporary encampment's exit and selecting 2 battle. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Who do I have? Is it still everyone? Except Flame. And now I can progress. Makes sense. Trigun's good. It's pretty cheap. At least the DVD. It might be a Blu-ray out. I don't know. I know I have it.
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls.
Old mecha like what? Big O, old Gundam, both.
Spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
We'll just do it. You hit her with it.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy.
The movie is pretty good, if you mean Trigun Badlands Rumble. It's pretty good.
But
it's very Trigun.
Hubert would never allow it. Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words.
Dude, one day, you hear that? One day she wants to be like you, just idle all day.
Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time? Your silly grin says otherwise. But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell
I just realized it says the temporary encampment. This is like the Gary Mock room. That's goofy.
This might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice.
Oh, does that mean it's different that I sided with her? She's not going to Iron Fist
it? With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
Hit her with this one.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching. It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself.
Is Aquarian there as well by chance?
You have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Yo, rip Lupin, man. The man who makes Lupin passed away 2-3 years ago. I think his name was like Monkey Punch or something, is what he went by. He passed like 2-3 years ago. I've never watched Lupin. I heard it's like super good though. I just never had the chance to. How did these two? What? I haven't used Shamir in so long. What?
What is it, Hubert?
I like how they're at the monastery here.
I was just recalling your impressive skill with the bow. I'm willing to bet you could put an arrow through the neck of an enemy general from quite a distance.
What a statement.
In fact, to any leader's bodyguard, I would go so far as to say you pose the most dangerous kind of threat.
Oh, Hubert.
Don't worry your fragile little self. Your lady princess is safe. I wouldn't shoot my employer.
I would certainly hope not. But there are some mercenaries to whom a contract means little.
So, I'm gonna hit you with it. They're both good anime. Watch them both in order of the original, then Brotherhood. Because the original covers a lot of shit in really good detail for the first half, Brotherhood flies over a lot of shit at the beginning of it. So, like, they're both good anime by themselves, but for the complete experience of what FMA has to offer, I think you need to watch both. Because, like, it is... The beginning of Brotherhood is kind of rough because of how fast it rushes through certain things, because the original already covered it in great detail.
And you would do well to remember
and even
that
then,
Lady Edelgard is no
the stuff that
princess.
is different in the original is still pretty solid.
You should take care to learn the proper form of address for your employer.
I said lady. already told you. I'm not going to break the princess's contract.
What did I just say?
Proper address. Right. Next time.
I love her lack of caring.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces. But if you become a problem, I will not hesitate.
If you're looking up
eliminate
FMAs, they're hard to get, yeah. FMA Brotherhood, especially, I think just got unlicensed like 2 years ago or so, again.
You're
After
unstable,
years of being
Hubert.
unlicensed.
Be careful who you threaten. I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
Just some advice.
I'm so glad I could have lightning with me. Alright, a lot of talking.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her?
She older than 80?
I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
I mean, I'm here.
Thinking about it makes me scared. We're
Oh
fighting
wow, that's
the
still
Knights
cheap.
of
That's awesome.
Saros.
Is original hella expensive?
Still, I know you'll figure something out.
Lamau. This old one's
The
probably
Empire and
unlicensed.
Bridget were once warring with each other, but now I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire. It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets. My belief is with you.
Yeah, your
with
belief is
Edelgard.
with me, Petra. We know you love me. This is known.
I don't even get my own room here. At least I have that at home.
Lol. They're all used. Yeah, that's
Not
unlicensed as
speaking of
shit. That's
home,
like Ava price.
Hubert told me something. He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard.
I'll say she should feel good about that. Her father was a shitlord.
Does that mean my father's going to be home all the time now? On second thought, I think I'm fine right here.
Imagine making half the world your enemy for the sake of realizing your own ideals.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Edelgard is so radiant and strong compared to someone like me. What if I have the power to change the world too? Even just a little bit.
My dog out here being a shitlord, just chewing on balls.
Professor, I'm okay with fighting whoever we need to, but I really don't want to battle my father.
I wonder if this dialogue is specific to this.
Oh, but I know that something is wrong with the church. And more than that, I believe in you, and I trust your word. You lead, and I'll follow.
I'm curious how some of these dialogues play out when we're not Black Eagle sighting.
I came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice.
Everything will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I? If I know that you think it's okay, I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself.
Yep.
Such a small quarters.
I've been preparing to take this path.
It's gonna be great, dude.
My
No, that
own
doesn't
path,
happen actually. That's post
not my
time
old
skip.
man's,
That's in 5 years.
and not the bulls.
Professor, so, you've turned against the church to ally with the Empire too, huh?
2, like I wasn't the original. I'm not the hipster here.
I
Okay.
never pressed him for details, but Captain Gerald was always suspicious of Lady Rhea, wasn't he?
Oh, he definitely was.
I'm on your side no matter what. I promised him I'd support you, and that's what I plan to do. Professor, if the church is behind the current state of things, this society in which only crests are valued, then I have no need of it. Edelgard is taking the shortest path to change. No matter how drastic her measures, I agree that this is the only
Oh yeah,
way.
that's very specific to this path.
That said,
He
if
does have a
Edelgard
katana.
strays from her noble path, I trust you
Or a
with better
sword, rather.
strategy.
He's like the sword type.
Won't you? I am counting on you, Professor.
Holy shit, so much.
No need to worry about me. I got no complaints as long as my little sis is safe. Sure, I lived on Alliance land, but that doesn't mean I serve their lords. I'm sure this is the right path, seeing as you're the one who picked it, Professor.
To think things would come to this. Even a few months ago, I never could have imagined it.
Oh,
I
I
believe
could.
in you, Professor. So I'm steeling myself. I can't promise that I'll be useful in battle, but I'm not running away from the fight.
That's obviously how it works, man. That's the most efficient strategy, duh.
I can't bring myself to trust the Church of Saros. Not after they killed Lenato and my brother.
Wait, who is his brother?
I need to know the truth. Even if it means turning my weapon on Fargus. I guess Lenato would be happy to hear me say that. If he were still
I
around.
wonder if you can recruit him on New Game Plus.
A moment, please.
Dude, I wish I knew. So who's here?
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is Ladislava.
Am I getting new units?
I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's
Am I getting new
personal
units?
guard. Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
Come on, join me, you
I'm Randolph
fucks.
von Burgleys. I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Burgleys.
I would say, it sounds familiar.
My mother married into House Burgleys after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly. But I'm determined to
I
make
thought I
something
probably
of
don't have
myself in
Alois.
this battle to bring glory to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
Do I have Eloise? That's impressive. I'm guessing it's gonna be the Gerald thing.
I've decided to ally myself with Lady Edelgard. Father will doubtless understand my reasoning. House Gloucester has always had good intentions in its dealings with the Empire.
Yeah, good intentions. The ones who murdered Raphael's parents, you're right.
Of course, this does mean I will no longer be able to avoid a confrontation with Claude.
It could happen,
It
you
is
never know.
unfortunate. We were classmates after all.
I know I heard the final map theme, not just the song. I will say the song is sick.
Surely this is what the
Like,
goddess wanted,
really
isn't
sick.
it? I feel she would not have wanted the Church of Saros to become what it has.
I'm glad we still have sales and stuff happening.
I may return to Galatia territory and try to convince my father to join our cause.
Oh yeah, so we can get you married.
It's possible that... No. In my heart, I know that my father won't listen. Still, I must get him to see reason. That this is the only way to ensure our family's future.
Right.
There's
I'm
so
a
many to talk
soldier.
to.
But I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Saros without ever questioning
And then you
them.
saw the dragon.
But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
I've gone and done it now, huh? What would my old man say if he knew I'd sided with the Empire? His Highness must be angry. Dimitri gets super scary when he's like that. I wonder how I'm going to die. Ugh, my knees turn to jelly just thinking about it. No,
Dude, if this
I
game
can't
allowed
think
me to
that way.
berserk at the end, that'd be
I
pretty
promise to
rad.
fight alongside you. I'm here and listen to me. I'm terrified, but I feel so calm.
Talk to the rando.
I have heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the purged noble families of the Empire.
So, like, you remember how I had a lolly
Hubert's
dragon in
father.
me?
But Hubert seems rather unconcerned about
Or
it.
a lolly girl in me, I should say.
That alone is why
She
we
was a
soldiers find
goddess,
Hubert quite
and,
friendly.
like, we got trapped in the fucking metaverse, basically. Got trapped in an alternate realm. And the only way to get out was to take the power of the god and use it. AKA, fuse our souls together. So, yes, we have now fused. Me and Sothis are one.
Yes, to be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says. But if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally.
So now I'm apparently OP.
So I'll fight.
Apparently the sword
I'm not
that I
at
was
ease with
given
that
is really
decision
strong
just
too,
yet,
but I haven't used
but
it
I'll
yet.
stick by it.
I do not, sadly. Ever since then, I have not had the chance to talk with her. I don't know
We
if
will
that
join
changes or
forces
not.
with the main army
Hasn't
and
changed
attack
thus
Garrett
far.
Neck. It's a fortress built on steep ground, but it's never seen battle. That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it. From a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win. If the battle becomes a clash of beasts within human strength, you will be our only hope. I believe in I'm relying on you
I
to
hope
lead
so.
the Black Eagle Strike Force to
I want her
victory.
around yet. I know you can marry her, because when I was looking at the supports in
It is
this
not up to
game,
Her Majesty to bring
you and
the
Sothis
students
have an
to our
S rank,
cause.
so
That
that
task
is
falls
either a
to
new
you.
game plus meme, a different path meme, or it's just straight up something happens later, maybe
Those who
post
have
time skip.
forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable. You are uniquely able to provide emotional support. Please use that gift to guide
Yeah, remember
others
this guy
down
was
the path
threatening
that
me,
Lady
trying to
Edelgard
kill
has
me?
laid before us. I ask you to do this from the bottom of my heart.
We've come so far. Oh, I can't believe Hubert. We've done it. Oh my god, I have so many messages. Holy shit. Oh, apparently the new magic decks came out today. Interesting.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous.
I'm gonna
empire,
auto advance while I send
my
some
father
text.
included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspars are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
Alright, texts are sent. Necessarily so.
That could have gotten dangerous fast. If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had to fight my father.
Oh, guys, that's when we have to do
I'd
the other
almost
path.
rather
Oh
fight a
no, auto
monster.
advance cucked me.
We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. Anyway, it looks like he's going to be leading the western units. I wonder if we'll wind up fighting the Kingdom's army, and who decided to fight for the Church.
Black Eagle Strike Force, eh? I like it.
Yeah,
Really
you
a twist
would.
of fate that brought me to this side of things. But I'm still proud to be here.
Oh, thanks, man.
I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this.
I mean, if he's a
I am
punk ass.
conflicted, Professor. I do not
Maybe
know
this
what
is
to
the man
do.
we're killing in the end.
As the next Duke Ire, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Oh boy, I don't like that. I don't like that method of thinking, dude. Battle was this way? Yeah. We'll save. Whoa, that's a high level, like, Ox battle. Holy shit. Alright. This is probably the last battle pre-time skip, to be honest. Unless they're stretching it even further, which is possible. I just don't think it. Chapter 12. Damn.
We will soon arrive at Garrigmog Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn
Oh, it
and
sure
grow.
is.
I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates.
Do I have to
So
fight them
ask that you
already?
Prepare yourselves for anything.
Oh boy.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
Let's
I have
kill
nothing
them
to lose
all.
aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Alright, you heard them all.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery.
And
The
what
Knights
is
of
that us? Are we the
Ceros
raiding
certainly
force?
won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army.
Annihilated. That, holy
In other
shit.
words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, We must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
Hit him with it.
Not only will we all survive this, but we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Okie doke. Oh, my heart, dude.